work done problem. Yes, if f vector which is equals to x square plus y square into I vector minus 2 x y into j vector, evaluate integration over c f vector into dr vector, where curve c is the rectangle in xy plane bounded by y is equals to 0 and y is equals to b, x is equals to 0, x is equals to a. Did you got that question clearly, Aditya?
Somewhat,
Hmm.
but not sure.
What they are asking, that they have given as an f vector they have given, and they are asking to evaluate your line integration where that c is the rectangle. They are saying that I have given you one vector that you represent it into the rectangle where your y is equals to 0 and y is equals to b. That means your limit of y is equals to 0 to b and x limits are from 0 to a. Now completely work done you have to do for that rectangle. That rectangles are in which plane? XY plane, that is. So if we were going to draw that in XY plane, how we are going to get? This is x axis, y axis, sorry, and this is how. Today I'm not able to write properly. Right. This is your x axis and this is your y axis. They are saying x is equals to 0. That means this will be 0. This x is equals to 0. And one was saying that x is equals to a. That means somewhere that point a will be here. We'll take as an this. This is your x is equals to a, which is parallel to your y axis. And your this line, that horizontal line which you are seeing, where that y will be equals to 0. Yes or no? And that y is equals to b. Somewhere that will be here. So your y is equals to b, but it's came like as in a square. It's not came as in a rectangle. I will reduce height, then it will become rectangle. Right. This is x is equals to a and this is y is equals to b. Yes. Now we will mark this is equals to our origin. Then a will make. This is equals to b will make. And this is equals to c. Yes. Now at initial, when you are moving from 0 to a, what is going to happen? Your y is equals to 0 and your x varies from 0 to
Can you repeat that once more?
which one I should repeat?
I didn't hear that. When you're going from where to where?
Oh, wait. I will tell you. Don't worry. First, we'll finish off the vectors. What we need it. F vector into dr vector we need. First, we'll write what is the given vector. F vector is equals to what they have given to us. X square plus y square into I vector minus 2 x y into j vector, where your r vector is equals to xi vector plus yj vector plus zk vector. Since it is in xy plane, your z is equals to 0. When z is equals to 0, dz is also equals to 0. Then dr it's equals to dx into I vector plus dy into j vector plus dz into k vector. When I'm going to substitute this value, this last term will get vanish. Dr vector is equals to dx into I vector plus dy into j vector, that is a 0. Now your f vector into dr vector, f vector into dr vector, which is equals to x square plus y square into I vector minus 2xy into j vector into dr vector dx into I vector plus dy into j vector, which is equals to f vector into dr vector, which is equals to x square plus y square into dx minus 2xy into dy. Make this is equals to equation number 1, where our rectangle was where this is equals to 0, then a b c, where we have taken this line y is equals to 0, y is equals to b, and this is equals to x is equals to a, and here x is equals to 0. This is our y axis. Now we have to do that complete your work done. F vector into dr vector, which is equals to, now initially you are standing over here, from here you're traveling to a, so it's going to be till 0 to a, f vector into dr vector you have to find. Then from a you're traveling to b, so it's going to be integration a to b into f vector into dr vector. From b you are traveling till c, that is integration over b to c, f vector into dr vector. Then from c to the main point you are reaching, integrating, then c to 0, f vector into dr vector. This will make it equals to equation number 2. Now we need a line integration of this completely 4 lines we need. When you are going to do this completely, that will give you the complete work done for your f vector into dr vector. When you are moving from 0 to a, what is your y value is equals to? Aditya, are you
Here
there?
the limits. Yes, ma'am. But then, ma'am, I'm getting confused. Ma'am, here the limits will be x or y.
They have given already in the question, they have given x is equals to 0 and x is equals to a.
Okay,
That
ma'am. Ma'am,
means,
so for the first,
see, this point will be 0 comma 0. This will be completely 0. X is equals
yes,
to
ma'am. That
0,
is
y is equals to 0. And this
yes, ma'am.
point, your a
A
x
comma
is
zero.
equals to a and your y is equals to 0. And this point will be x is equals to a, and from here it is coming your a comma b, and on this line your x is equals to 0 and your y is equals to b. This is your limits 1. Now when it is moving, when you are moving from, I need even this equation because I have to substitute. When you are moving, when you are traveling from 0 to a, your y is what?
Zero.
Yes, 0. When you're going to differentiate your dy is dy, then what you're going to get? Dy is equals to 0. When you're going to substitute that into your equation number 1, your second term will vanish. You're going to have only the one term from your first term. See, when you're
X
moving
correct.
along the line, now we need this, we need This we need, this we need, this we need. You have to travel all these lines, you have to travel. After getting the result in whatever that lines, when you're going to add one, that will give you the total work done for that your rectangle. Did you
Yes, ma'am.
got now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good. Now along, first we'll move with the line OA. Along the line OA, where in that your y value is equals to 0. When y is equals to 0, when you're going to differentiate, your dy also will become 0. What is our equation? Substitute those values into the equation number 1. Substitute in equation number 1. That is f vector into dr vector, which is equals to x square plus y square into dx minus 2xy into dy. Here you have to substitute. What you are going to get? Array, where it went? F vector along with the line. Your integration f vector into dr vector, it's equals to x square plus 0 into dx minus 2x into 0 into 0. So simply your f vector into dr vector, it's equals to x square into dx. What about your limits? It varies from x varies from
0 to A.
yes, x varies from 0 to a. X varies from 0 to a. Your first line from O to A, no? 0 to a, f vector into dr vector, it's equals to 0 to a x square into dx, which is equals to x cube by 3. Limits from 0 to a implies 0a into f vector into dr vector is equals to, I am going to get only upper limit because lower limit is equals to 0. When I am going to substitute here, it will become 0. So it's equals to simply a cube by 3. One line integration, it's over. Got it? Now we have to move. We have now you are here. From 0 you have traveled and you reach to a. Now from a you have to travel this line, you have to travel. That is your a b, you have to travel. In that your x is equals to a and your y is equals to what? Y value is equals to b and your y
0
varies
to
from
B.
0 to
0 to B.
b. X is equals to a. Now along with the line we'll move next line. Along a to b, no? That is
Yes, ma'am.
along a to b, in that x is equals to a and your dx is equals to 0. When you are going to differentiate, your dx will become 0. Constant differentiation, it's a 0.
Yes, ma'am.
And y
Yes, ma'am.
varies from y varies from 0 to b. Now again you have to substitute that into your given equation. First equation you have to substitute. This is our first equation. Aditya, just you say me that equation. What is that one?
Ma'am, x square plus y square dx.
F into dr vector, which is equals to x
X
square,
square plus y square into dx.
x square plus y square into
dx
dx
minus 2xy dy.
minus 2xy into dy. Right. Now you have to substitute your x is equals to a and dx is equals to 0 into this equation. That will give you your f vector into dr value. F vector into dr, it's
Ma'am,
equals to,
won't
this
the
will vanish.
first term be 0?
Yes, the first term
The
will
first.
completely will become 0.
Okay.
0 minus 2 into x value is equals to a y into d y. You are along with that a b f vector into dr vector, which is equals to integrating from 0 to
Ma'am,
b.
how is it? 2 dy?
This is 2a, x value is equals to what? This is a, not a d.
Okay.
This will be a. Your x value is equals to a, no? That we are writing
Yes,
here.
ma'am, but then isn't it 0?
Why
No.
it will be 0? Dx, this term will vanish
Okay,
only,
ma'am. 2a
because
y dy.
we are not substituting. We have to calculate for y only here. This
Okay,
is that
ma'am.
what it's as in a parallel to y line, no? Where x value is
Yes,
equals to a.
yes, ma'am.
See here, you're moving from a to b, you are moving. In that, your x value is equals to a and dx will be 0. And your y varies from 0 to b, it will be. That only I have written here.
Yes, ma'am.
Then minus 2a y into dy. It's equals to minus 2a y square by 2, then limits from 0 to b. When I'm going to substitute lower limits, that lower limit will be give you as a 0, because lower limit value is equals to 0, and you will substitute upper limit minus lower limit. So I'm going to have only upper limit value, minus 2a, then b square by 2, where this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Therefore your second line, that integrating from a to b f vector into dr vector, it's equals to minus a b square. So more two lines are left. Yes, now see, now you are at where?
Yes, ma'am. AB.
Yeah, you are at now b point. You have reached here now. Now you have to travel these line from b to c. You have to move. What is your x value? X varies from, you are at a b. From
Ma'am,
b
A to
to
0.
c, what is your value? A to 0. And your line is equals to what?
Ma'am, A to 0.
Uh,
0.
and what about your line value?
Ma'am, P line value?
What is the
What do
line
you
value?
mean by...
Y
I'm
is
supposed to
equals
solve
to
it right
b.
now?
Your line this
Oh,
y
okay.
is equals to b.
Okay.
Hmm. Now you are moving from b to c. You are
Yes, ma'am.
moving
So
along.
dy will be 0.
Yes, along b to c. In that y is equals to b, and your dy it's equals to 0, and varies x varies from a to 0, no? A to 0, right? And your f vector, you have to substitute into your first equation, f vector into dr vector, where x square plus y square into dx minus 2xy into dy. Substitute, what you're going to get, your this term will
Ma'am,
become
won't the
0.
last...
Dy term
Yes, ma'am.
completely will become 0, and from first term you will get x square plus b, you will get f vector into dr vector, which is equals to x square plus b square
B square.
into dx minus 0, integrating f vector into dr along the line. You are from where we are moving, from b to c we are moving, no? B to C, which is equals to your x varies from 0 to A to 0, sorry, A to 0, A to 0, x square plus b square into dx, which is equals to x cube by x cube
by 3 plus b
Yes,
square
x
into x
cube by 3 plus x into b
b
square,
square.
where your limits are from a to 0. Your upper limit will become 0 because your upper limit value it's equals to what? It's a 0. So upper limit will become 0. You're going to have only lower limit. So 0 minus of a cube by 3, then plus ab square, where your integration over bc f vector into dr vector, which is equals to minus of a cube by 3 plus ab square. Now we will move to the next line, the last line we have to move now. Where we are now? Now you are at C.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you are at a
Is
C. From C you have to travel till O you have to travel. Now see what is your points now. You are y where is from?
b to 0.
Yes, B to 0. What about the line? Line value is equals
X
to
is 0. X
x
is
is
equal to 0.
equals to 0. Good. Along C to 0, x is equals to 0, dx is equals to 0, and y
Won't
varies
that was
y varies from b to 0. So what you're going to get, f vector into dr vector? Did you calculate it?
ma'am, won't this full term be 0?
Full term will become 0. Yes.
Ma'am, sure.
Your because ds is equals to 0 and x is equals to 0. Where our
Yes,
equation
ma'am.
is what? X square plus y square into dx minus 2xy into dy. So completely that will become as a 0. Your f vector into dr vector, which is equals to, shall I write directly 0? It's equals
I'm not
to
sure.
0. Your x square
Ma'am, is
plus
it?
y square into dx minus 2xy into dy. When we are going to substitute x is equals to 0 and dx is equals to 0, your f vector into dr value will become it's equals to 0. So integration over c to 0 f vector into dr vector it's equals to 0. Now you have to substitute all these values into your equation number 2. See, your equation number 2 is what? Here where you have written that completely f vector into dr vector, that is your work done. Here you have to substitute all the values. Now one by one you say me the values what we got. Substituting all the
Ma'am, a cube by 3.
what above values in
Ma'am, ma'am, the whole thing is 0.
whole thing
No,
will
no,
not
oh, no,
become
no.
0. You will
No,
get
ma'am,
value
minus 2ab
minus.
square. 2ab square.
Yes, very good. The final answer you will get as a minus 2ab square. All the values in equation number 2. So your f vector into dr vector, the first integration you got a cube by 3 minus ab square. Next value it's what?
Ma'am,
No, a
a
cube
cube
by
by 3.
3 it's the first value. Then next is your
Minus,
minus ab
mi-
square.
ma'am, minus a cube by 3 and
Okay, minus
minus ab square.
a3 by 3. Then next is
And minus ab square, ma'am.
um, next value is equals to what? Plus ab square. Somewhere we are getting as in a wrong or
No,
what?
minus ab square.
A cube
No,
by
minus ab
3.
square.
Then second line is equals to minus ab square. Then next is a cube by 3. Then minus ab square. So your this
Fine.
value and this value will get cancelled. It's equals to minus 2ab square, which is your required solution. Yes, it's clear for you. Yes, Aditya? Aditya?